You're a car guy, and that's your luxurious home. You've just left your mother's house, and you live near your brother Francis. This is your Bazoo. In other words, a beater, a jalopy, or a hoopty. It's still a 90s rear-wheel drive car though. As I wake up in my new home, I start checking around the house to see what I have and what I need to explore. Anyways guys, welcome to the first episode of Mon Bazou. You can know it as my summer car in Canada. Enough with the storytelling, let's just get into the gameplay. This is a long game where you have to do a lot of stuff and the progress in this game takes a very long time. So I'll just be making little clips out of it, show you what I did throughout the day and comment over it. So first I just looked around the house to figure out where it is, found this telephone and which I can call people with, and it will increase my relationship, which is very important. If you raise your relationship level with people around the town, you will receive special items for it, and that's the first thing I did. I called my mom, dialed the phone number that was on the fridge, and as you can hear, a couple beeps. And I have no idea what she's saying. Luckily there's subtitles in English, because I believe this is French. I checked the fridge, there's poutine which will satisfy my hunger, and maple syrup which I need to drink, otherwise I'll pass out. These are my two cars. I have like this truck and this Bazoo that I need to work on. In the shed I can find pretty much all the starter tools to get the Bazoo ready, and also some to-do stuff that will help me progress through the game, and especially in the beginning. As you can see, I already loaded up the canister into the truck, and we're gonna head out and explore the map a little bit. As you can see, it's a little technical because I need to start the engine, find the right gear, and disengage the parking brake, and I for some reason couldn't find the parking brake even though it's on like every single car that way. And here we go, we're heading out of town. On my way to the town I noticed a building on my left side, so I decided to pull over, and this is actually where my older brother Francis lives, so I decided to greet him and started my friendship with him. And one of my to-do lists got checked off. Next I continued on my way to the town. We finally arrived to a normal road, got off the dirt road, and don't pay attention to my driving skill right now because I haven't played this game in a long time and it's pretty difficult to control sometimes, but also don't look at the speed limit signs because I believe I'm going around 80 in a 50-mile zone. Luckily there's no police to stop me here, and the brakes aren't that great on this thing, so I overshoot my stop sign by a lot. But luckily they were selling potatoes in this stand and some cheese curds which we can use to make french fries later on. I continued to explore the town and arrived to this strange place by the church, and there's like an empty abandoned store, so I wonder what it could be. I also noticed that there's a post office. I had no idea what my number was, but my instincts led me right to it, of course. We got the post into the cart and arrived to this, I guess, outdoor store where you can purchase different plants and decorations for your home, but all I needed was this bucket, which I can use later on to harvest my potatoes. And then I went back to check what more is there in the store, and I found a second one, so I grabbed it right away because we're gonna be needing a lot of those. Next I headed on and finally arrived at the gas station, which is pretty much very important for this car game, and I overshot my stopping place again. I went inside and met these two fine gentlemen which didn't speak English. Luckily they had subtitles above their head and they sound kind of funny. And yeah, I just explored what I can gather here. There's a bunch of these things on the shelf that once I have the money I'll definitely put on my Bazoo. And I'm also able to purchase maple syrup from here, so it will keep my thirst satisfied. I went back to my truck to grab the gas can and fill it up with fuel, because we're gonna be needing that to put into our generator at home so we can have electricity, and also put all the gas in the vehicles that don't have gas right now so we can drive them, like the Bazoo and the quad bike I have behind my house. So we filled it up with super. I tried to put in a little bit of regular inside my car. However, my character didn't like that. He called it a disgusting peasant fuel, which I got kinda insulted by, because that's what I normally use in real life, and then I got insulted again for not having any money. So I just decided I got insulted enough and left the gas station and continued my way throughout the town. And I arrived to the Federation building, which will be extremely important for me later on. I mean, early on, but later on extremely important. This is where I will be making most of my money by creating maple syrup and selling it to this Federation. I checked out a bunch of different devices which were extremely expensive, and I don't have money for them right now. So I decided to go back, and as the church bells ring, I found the snacked delivery place, which I decided to visit. Also, a couple things started falling out of the car, but we'll handle it. And yeah, I said hi to the chef, but he wasn't friendly enough, so we can't get any friend points with him. And this is where I can sell french fries and buy poutine to get my hunger up. And I can also sell pizza for them if I need to make some extra buck. The pizza delivery usually lasts around from 5 to 6 PM, so we'll need to be quick to complete the job. Also, this whole time I've been driving out with my fuel tank open, so hopefully I didn't lose any fuel. And here I showcase some of the overtaking skills I can do in my truck. However, don't try this at home. And now, let's speed it up a little bit so you can see how fast I can get home. And we're home. Hopefully you were impressed with my drifting skills. And now I just need to carry everything from my car to the shed and to my house. And I parked really far away, so as you can see I moved the truck a little closer, so I don't need to go as far anymore. Then I grabbed the shovel and started looking for a place where I can plant my potatoes. Next I grabbed my water can, filled it up with water, and poured it all over my potatoes so they can grow pretty fast. Hopefully they won't get infected by some bugs. Next I noticed on the fridge that there's a car meet that meets every night in front of the abandoned market store. So we'll definitely go check that out later on once I get my Bazoo little pimped out. I grabbed the chainsaw and head over to the Sugar Shack place. However, there's no Sugar Shack yet. So I got out of the car and decided to see what is the deal with it. Apparently I need to build it first, and that requires 64 logs. So I just started cutting down all the pine trees in my area and started carrying it over to my Sugar Shack. However, this started to take a very long time, because carrying it one by one was really annoying. It got especially annoying once the pine trees were so far away that it would take me literally minutes to carry all the logs over. So I decided to bring over my truck and start using my brain a little bit. I started loading up all the logs I could into the car, as much as they would fit. Even inside, as you can see. However, I had trouble getting in, but I somehow managed it. Actually no, I had to take this one out. But I think I might be able to drive it over. We start the car and see if it actually works. And here we go. nothing fell out, and we're good to go. Couple more rides should do it. And I'm carrying a heavy load on this last ride, and some of the logs are falling out. However, that's all I needed to build the sugar shack. Now the game told me to move a little further, and I got insulted again, and now it's making fun of me. So I just decided to put the parking brake on, stop the car, and walk and see the creation happen in front of my eyes. Completing the sugar shack checked off another thing of our to-do list, and I just went to check it out because this is where we will be making most of our maple syrup, actually all of our maple syrup. However, we need electricity for that, and we need to connect the sugar shack to a bunch of maple trees around the area. So it was getting dark, so I decided to head back home. I decided to back up into the parking space I have next to my house, and don't you guys think it would be a nice place to build a garage there? I still didn't have any electricity back at the home, so I had to grab a gas tank and pour a couple of the fuel I bought at the gas station into it, so the generator could start making some kind of electricity for me. Put the lid back on, and here we go. However, I pressed the wrong button and nothing happened, so I had to return back and actually start this time. Right away I headed to the kitchen because I was super thirsty, so I downed this whole bottle of maple syrup in one go, and it was getting late, so I decided to hit the hay.